Good morning. Welcome. If you're just signing on, my name is Chris, and I am with CEF of Greater New York City up here in Rockland County across the Hudson River. If you've ever been to the Palisades Mall, like the four stories with like the racetrack and the ice skating rink and carousel and Ferris wheel, that, that is my exit off the highway across the Tappan Zee Bridge. So first, raise your hand if you are going to be playing any games with kids in person this summer. If you think you might be doing that in your church or as part of a club or things like that, or you could raise your hand if you're going to be okay, or raise your hand if you think that you could use some game ideas for the next time, for whether church or in ministry, after this whole thing, right, is over and we can see each other and hug each other again. All right. So real quick, we're going to go over some games in person, and we're going to go over some games that work great on Zoom as well, since that might be how some of us are going to be doing ministry this summer. Number one of the best and most simple games for kids, I don't know if anybody could guess this, but it is tag. Kids love tag. They get to run around, they get to chase each other, and they could reach out, and if you get touched, you are it. And whoever is it needs to run around and tag somebody else gently, of course. We're not hitting, because friends are for playing with, not for hitting, right? And this game has been not my choice, but the kids' choice for my Good News Club in school that meets every Thursday. For 2 years, we've been meeting during the school year. And guess what they want to play every Thursday? It doesn't matter if I have another game in mind to play. They start playing it before we say, okay, go. They get into the classroom. We play in the classroom. They're running around the desks and the chairs every day for 2 years. They absolutely love it. I have no idea they're kids, okay? And it really helps them burn off the energy. Some fun ones are freeze tag. So that means that when you're it, you stay it. When I tag you, you freeze. Like a statue can be kind of fun, don't fall. And then you stay frozen until another kid who's running around who's not frozen tags you to unfreeze you. It can get a little tiring because there's like one person tagging everybody, and you win if you freeze everybody, but it can be kind of hard. So there could be 2 freezers, for instance, or you could just have a time limit and you say, okay, you have 2 minutes to do this, and for 2 minutes, we're going to switch, for instance, all right? Some other variations that are kind of silly and kind of fun are sardines. Anybody play sardines here? The tag game? Oh, okay. Yeah, so sardines is hilarious, where you find a spot to hide that's big enough for more kids to hide. And so for instance, so one whoever is like it goes, and you're the one who hides. Let's say you hide in a place that's big enough, so the next kid that finds you has to be quiet, and they have to hide with you. And then you have like an entire like room full of kids who are like, whoo, shh, because every kid that comes by is now it with you, and that's why it's called sardines, because sometimes you can get kind of tight, and you're all trying to hide like under a desk or a table or something, and you don't really fit, and it gets hilarious and kind of funny and really silly. And so actually, if you just even Google tag games for kids real quick, there are so many variations that I have never even heard of that are super silly and super fun for kids. So tag, you don't need any equipment, you don't need any balls. You can just show up and start playing in a park, at church. God is fun. Kids love to have fun, and tag is one of those games. Another game is something like red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. Anybody ever play that? Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this game is super easy to play with kids. You have all the kids line up against a wall, right? Say the back wall, and then you have one stoplight person. Say I'm the stoplight person, right? Say you are all against the other wall. And all I do is I turn around so I can't see you, and I have to say this. I have to say red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. And then I turn around, and by the time you can run towards me, if I don't see you running, you could run through me when I'm saying red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. But as soon as I get to 3 and I turn around, if I see you moving towards me, then you're out. You have to go to the back of the wall. You have to freeze. And if I see you take one step closer, then that means, oh, you kept moving past when I saw you. I saw you. You have to go to the back of the wall and start from back there, and I'll do it again. Red light, 1, 2, 3. And I go back. Oh, I saw you move. I saw you move. So that's another great fun game in person. However, if you have a little bit of equipment, a little bit of planning preparation, a couple of dollars, something that is the biggest kid magnet that children's ministry is known for is called the parachute. You may have played with a parachute in gym class, for instance, or in ministry before. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen because there's a little video clip that shows this game being played. And it typically, if we were to be in person, what I would do would act together. We would have a parachute in the room and we would be playing. But this is a great little video that that has a couple of these games. This video is shown with little kids because if it's a game easy enough to understand and simple enough for little kids to play, then big kids can have fun too, but little kids won't get confused or get in the way or run over anything like that. All right, so here we go. Here is this little video on the parachute. Let me know if you can hear it, or if you can't can see it and everything.
He's going to hold on to the parachute. He's going to keep his head
Can you
up.
hear it?
Keep our roof up on our igloo. So, ready? Everybody stand up. Bring it up. Pull it down behind. Hold the roof up. Everybody up. We're going to hold it. We can make our great go. We've got so many people. This should be really good. So, all the way up. Raise it up. And hold down.
Long one. Look how much air's in there.
Good job, man. Okay, guys, stand up. We're going to set it up. We're going to do a little popcorn. Or maybe we'll just leave it off. We're not doing the chickens today. We're not doing popcorn chicken. We're just doing straight old popcorn today. Up and down once. So just remember, just a reminder, I'm going to say up and then down really quick, and it's just one time. It's just one time. It's not shaking it. It's just one time. So stand up. Everybody stand up. Ready? Up and down.
Whoa!
Let's try that again. Now, we're going to try to make it go all the way off. All the way off. Okay, ready? Up and down. Okay, ready? Raise it all the way up, and let go.
space over here by Katie. Alex.
Spot over there.
Spread out.
Hey, now, listen, some of you guys kind of held on that time. You didn't let go. Just, when I say let go, just let go. Don't do anything else. Don't pull it. Just let go. And it'll float. It should float. And let go.
All right. So I hope you enjoyed that little video.
Yeah.
Kid.
That was fun.
Oh my goodness. It is a kid magnet. I tell you what, you break out one of those in a park. It doesn't matter if the kids were like minding their own bit, really shy. They wouldn't play with anybody. They're just on the monkey bars. They see that and they cannot help themselves but run over and see what the action is. And it's a great way to be able to invite the kids to do something, because you just say, hey, grab an edge. Or a lot of them come with handles. So you say, grab a handle. You know, you could play too. Yes, this is for everybody. This is for you. If you are in park, of course, for instance, if you're doing ministry like that, or at a beach or whatever that is, it is great to say, hey, yeah, you're more than welcome. Did you ask your mom? Did you ask your dad? You know, if you come, we would love for you to play with us, but just make sure you have permission, for instance, right? And let's see here. There are endless games. There are so many games. That is just a little snippet, a handful. You know, at CEF, there are games where you just use colors and say, if you're holding it where it's yellow, you put it up, and then you switch with all the kids who are yellow, and they run in there, they bump into each other. It could be a lot of fun. You pray for safety beforehand, of course. There's games where cat and mouse, where one kid is underneath and everybody else is shaking it, and there was one mouse underneath and one cat on top. You have to like tag the mouse, even though you can't see him. You can just kind of feel around, and you know, it's a blast. The parachute, definitely. You could get them on Amazon. You can get them at Oriental Trading. Oriental Trading is the one that they have is it's cheap. It's a lot smaller. It's great for, like, that was a huge room full of kids. That was a big parachute. You want to match the size of the parachute to your group of kids that you have or that you're expecting, right? So if you're starting with like a small group of kids, it's great to have the one from Oriental Training, or a smaller one from Amazon, for instance, so that it's not too big. Because if it's too big and there's only a couple of kids to hold it up, it's not going to be a lot of fun, because it's going to be like hanging on the floor. It's great to have the volunteers in there as well, your team members, to be playing with the kids. It's great to have fun with the kids. And that was a gym class, and so, you know, they were just kind of having the kids exercise, for example. But unless you need more room and there's more kids, but you don't have enough handles, then, you know, you're an adult, right? The adults have to step off so the kids can get on there and to play. And at the end, you saw when they put it up and they let it go, and then it kind of fell down. That's a great way to wrap it up for when it's time to start your ministry. It's time to start the club or the songs or whatever it is. And then you just kind of wrap up that parachute real quick and say, okay, and draw their attention to the focus to something else. So that is a great kid magnet. A lot of fun, especially with some balls. It doesn't need to be dodgeballs like they used. It could be a giant beach ball, which is really fun because you're trying to keep the beach ball on the parachute, or you try to shake the beach ball off the parachute, or even a bunch of little balls and try to get them all off with popcorn. See how fast you can shake it so hard. Another great kid games that you could have, we'll do one more of these in-person ones and then we'll go to Zoom, are hula hoops. And hula hoops are another one of those things, kind of like parachutes, where, you know, you might not actually have something like that, hula hoops, like in a park. Like typically kids, you know, will, if they go to the park with their parents or whatever, they'll bring a ball or something like that. They'll bring, you know, a soccer ball or something to throw a frisbee or something like that. But hula hoops are one of those great kid things that not everybody has. And so it's interesting, as it were, because not everybody has it all the time, but also there's a bunch of games. So for instance, these are a couple.
Hand on top, and take it and spin. Come on, because we're going to have a spinning contest in a little while. We're going to have a spinning contest. Ready, set, go. Oh, look at them. All 4 of them are going this time. All 4. All 4. Oh, uh-oh. This is going to be close. I think mine's down. I think mine's down. Mine's down. And it is red. So we're going to put one down. Madeline's my partner. She's going to roll hers to me. Okay, here it comes. Give it that good. No. Remember, we had our hand on top, and we're going to give it a push. Okay, so put one down. Now watch what's going to happen. Ready? A double push. Ready? Push. Oh, great work.
Oh my God,
Oh, get that thing straight. So let me borrow Madeline's, because I have to do both at the same time. There they are, and she caught both of them. Jumping 2 feet in each one. Jump, 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 go. And come right back to the end of the line, Madeline. Come right back, quick. Go. What do you think the 2 stand for? Yeah, perfect. 2.
Wait, it's not like, it's
2.
not guys. It's not guys.
Good. Okay. Now I'm going to say go. And all you have to do is walk from hoop to hoop. But when I say stop, you must have both feet in the same hoop. You can't be like this. Ready? Go. Walk. Stop. Oh. Go. Stop. Ah. This time, when I say stop, you must have your feet in 2 different colored hoops.
What happens if you have
2 different color hoops.
Okay, that's cool.
Ready? Go. You have to keep walking now. You have to keep walking. Stop. 2 different colors. Good. Go. Now in this one, you have to make sure that you're never in the same. So if I'm in here, Sam can't have a foot in there. Okay, and you have to keep moving. Ready? Walk. Stop. Oh, I got both of them. Now these are the no kink hoops. You can see that they're in perfect shape even for all that we did with them. And we did rolling, spinning. We didn't do any hula hooping because we can do that next time. We did moon craters, my favorite games. So these are the no kink 36-inch hoops. Okay, very good.
Thanks for checking out this week's video on no kink hoops. We had so many activities we couldn't fit them all into the video. Some other activities are rolling, drop, bag spin, and igloo.
Pay attention to this one, guys.
Make sure to stop into the comments and let us know your ideas on how to use no kink hoops. And don't forget to share this week's video with friends in college who could use great activity ideas. For more activity guides for great Flaghouse products, click here. To see more videos from the Flaghouse Activity channel, click here. And click here to subscribe so you'll always be able to find our videos when you visit YouTube. I'm Chris from Flaghouse, and we'll see you next Wednesday for another brand new episode on the Flaghouse Activity channel.
All right. So that was that one. And got it. So again, there are so many hula hoop games to play. That last one they called Igloo. A phys ed teacher introduced that to me as Mousetrap. I have used that game so many summers with kids. It works great, like for instance on the grass. And it's great for kids as they're arriving, and you just line the kids up single file, and you have them try to crawl through those 4 hula hoops, 1 on the ground, 2 standing up like this, and 1 on the top to hold everything together. And just the slightest little touch, if they just bump it with their head or their back, the whole thing comes crashing down on them. And that's why it's called Mousetrap, because they're kind of trapped in there. You take the hula hoops off, you reset it up, and then you say, try to go to the back of the line, and you could try again. But when they get through going head first, then they can go through feet first. And those kids who still haven't gotten through head first without knocking it down are still trying to go through head first. And then the kids who go feet first, then you could have them go upside down, or you could have them go feet first upside down, head first upside down. Then you could have them go in the top and out the middle or out the other side. And that game is endless and fun. They didn't show it falling down. I couldn't find a video of it like that, but that is an excellent game. And all you need is just 4 hula hoops. They don't need to be the no kink ones. That was just a no kink, advertisement video. But hula hoops are great for kids. And they. All right. Now we're gonna get a little interactive right now, because right now we're gonna be going over some Zoom games that you can play to have kids laughing, having fun, stay engaged, and keep coming back to your online ministry, your online club, kids church, Sunday school, Good News Club, wherever kids are on Zoom. All right. So it's games on Zoom are especially important because as kids are signing on, kind of like we did this morning, it's great to have an activity, something for them to be able to do while you're waiting. So you're not just kind of sitting there waiting like, oh, another kid, hi, welcome. Oh, somebody else signed on, hello. You can't hear me yet? You can't see me yet? Okay. All right. Anybody else? Oh, when is it going to start? Oh my goodness. And so kids are like bored. They're like, they get all awkward and nervous and stuff like that. And so there's a great game, for instance, that we have played a lot. As soon as the coronavirus hit, while schools are still like, what do we do? What's Zoom? We had already started a Zoom Good News Club. So instead of on Thursdays, the kids coming into the school after school for the club, we had it on Zoom. And you want to know something? Our attendance really increased. I think I told you about it, and actually, which is pretty neat. And so, one of the games that we played like a bunch of weeks in a row was really simple. It was show and tell. And so we can play this right now, okay? So if you want to play, everybody right now, you have like 30 seconds to grab something that is blue. Ready, go. Get something blue to show us. Just one thing. You'll get something blue. Do 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 do. All right. Welcome back. I see some blue things on the screen. Let's see here. I am going to choose Isabel. Well, Isabel, will you show us what do you have? Take yourself off of mute and just tell us like one sentence. What is it that you're holding?
Phone.
All right, your phone. Can we see it a little closer? It's kind of like shining. Oh, that's a nice case. Very nice. Thank you. Good blue thing. Let's see here. We've got Jed. What have you got over there, Jed?
The blue pen.
I see that, and especially the cap. Very creative. Oh, look at that. Oh, you're writing on me. You got me. Did he write on my face? Did you see that? Oh, my goodness. Look at that blue pen. Very well. Let's see here. Miss Betsy.
I have a painting my son did. It's tiny. It's like 1.5 by 1.5 inches or something like that.
I see that. Let's see here. Sister Abisuga, what does that look like that's a painting of? You just see that?
I'm holding a pen.
You are holding a pen.
Yeah.
All right, Carolyn has looks like a book.
Yes, a blue book. Pete the Cat.
Oh,
Pete the Cat.
That's like a fun book. I'm so glad you have books there because reading is so good. We've got, is that Ricky?
Yes, I have a blue notepad.
It is very blue. I see that. And it has got, a strap to keep it closed. I think I see something blue on the screen that Laura has. Oh, wait, Laura, we can't hear you.
There we go.
Ah.
Oh, do you have anything in the cup?
Water.
Be honest. No, I'm just kidding. That is great.
I wish it was
Water.
coffee.
Water is so healthy. Water is so good. I have something. Anyone know what this is?
Painter's tape.
That's right. Painter's tape. It's sticky, and then it's not too sticky. Whoops. Wait a minute. You can't see me now. All right. That's right. Something blue. All right. Well, that was pretty fun. We're going to get started with our club right now. Great job. Everybody got to show something, and you were all really quick, and you didn't tell me really long stories or show me everything blue. House. My walls are blue. I'm blue. Everything's blue. That's right. Try to keep it to one thing. And when you're doing this with kids, it's great for you to have an item too. Again, to play with them, right? But don't have something too fancy. For instance, like I don't know, be like, oh look, I've got the brand new iPhone. I don't even know what the new iPhone is, but like, say this is like an iPhone, like, 12 XR plus or whatever. They'd be like, oh, I wish I had that, So just show them something like not too crazy, and tell them what it is tomorrow to bring or next week. Be like, all right, next time bring something red. And then we did colors for a while, but then we did materials. Really, we did, okay, next week bring something wood to show us. And it's something that they're thinking about all week, like, oh, what can I show them? What's one thing I could show them that's made out of wood? You could show them a cross, for instance. You could connect it to the Bible. You could connect it to the lesson somehow. It could be something connected from last week's lesson. So show and tell can be a lot of fun if you keep it short and you keep it simple. A game that I learned from Jung Dae that has been a huge hit at our Good News Club has been the scavenger hunt. There are at least 2 ways to do this, but the scavenger hunt is when you look for items in your house and to show on the screen. So for instance, one way is to do it, to have all the items listed on the screen, for instance, like on a share screen, and all the kids have to get the items and to show you. Or how we did it is we played it all together. So let's do that right now. Ready? So we're playing a little game of scavenger hunt. The rules are, when you find it, you have to put it back where you found it, okay? And let's see here. Another rule is that you have to, wherever your screen is, whatever you're using, a phone, a tablet, a computer, you have to leave it where it is. Don't take it with you, because we don't want you running around the house with technology and dropping or anything like that, okay? And it won't be fair for anybody who's on maybe a desktop computer, for instance. So if you want to play, well, I'm asking you that because you're all, students and adults, and you might not want to do this. But if you want to play right now, ready? Everybody, the first item is a roll of toilet paper. Ready? Go, go, go! Everybody go get it! Okay, who is first? Who is first? Oh, Betty! Betsy got a roll of toilet paper first. Oh, yes, so she first, and Laura has one. You got it. Oh, great job. Everybody has toilet paper. That's right. Okay, now you gotta put it back. Okay, put it back. Wait, yeah. So put it back, and then we'll give you the next item. Oh, God. Mom's gonna be like, "Where's the toilet paper? I'm in the bathroom." Okay, here we go. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, everybody is putting things back, and you are getting ready for your next item. The next item is a pen. Show us a pen. Who has a pen? Oh, that was pretty fast. Some people had some pens right there. Some of us might have to go and find a pen. Maybe somebody says, I only have pencils. Maybe somebody says, I have to go next door and borrow a pen. and invite them to the club to play this game with me. Look at that. Look how many pens. That's right, pens. Well done, well done. All right. So this game could be the kids love this game so much. They were like, more. We had like 10 items. They were like, more. You know, we did like milk. You get the milk from the refrigerator, you know. I mean, the Korean club was get the kimchi from the refrigerator. That was everybody had that. You know what I mean? Like it was a lot of fun. And I had kimchi too, by the way. And so in my fridge. So so scavenger hunt. And that could be a lot of fun. Another one, let's see. Oh, we're almost done with this section. So, is a guess who game. This is great with Bible characters. For instance, you could say to the kids, "All right, call it out. The name of this Bible person. It is the first woman ever made. Shout it out. Take yourself off of mute. Who is it? The first woman ever made. What's her name?
Eve.
That's right. If you said Eve, you are correct. Who is the man that built a really big boat for all the animals?
Noah.
That's right. Who is the boy that killed the giant with a rock and a sling?
David.
That's right. Who was the prophet that took the poison out of the soup with a gourd?
Elijah.
Right. Somebody. Now, was it Elisha or was it Elijah?
I think it's Elijah.
That's right. Who knows their Bible? So you wouldn't have that one for the kids unless you did a lesson on the gourds and the soup. But there's a lot of great stuff in the Bible. So you're gonna want to make it, you know, relevant. You can make it related to the lesson, or maybe the lesson from last week, for instance. And you could do, you know, guess who, guess Bible characters. You could say guess what it is, and it could be an object. You could do this with Pictionary, and you could start drawing like a crown. You could start drawing a sword. Make sure you use a marker because pen is kind of hard to see, right? But we played that with the kids. They liked that, and they wanted to do it too. They got out some paper and they started drawing stuff from the Bible, Noah's Ark, and all kinds of great stuff. And you could also do it if you were using review questions from the lesson. It could be, especially if you don't have time to do it as part of the club, it could be a great icebreaker, great way to do it when the kids are first signing on, and try to have everybody involved. Try to have one question per child. If nobody can get the answer, then a kid can answer twice or 3 times or however that goes. But that's review questions are a great way to inspire them to listen to us today so that they could answer the review questions next time. And what you could do, you could give them a little reaction, you know, you could give them a little clap, you know, you could give them a little thumbs up, or you could like I've even, you know what I've done? Never mind, dry erase board. I've even written their names on a dry erase board and then like gave like a smiley face next to each one when they answer questions, for instance. Or you could even do stickers or something they could see like, oh, that's my name is up there. I answered that question. We're actually going to be mailing the kids some stuff now that their school's out, especially those that have graduated from 5th grade. They're going on to the middle school. We're going to mail them a little gift, you know, that we would have given them anyway. And so that's what we're going to be doing right now. And last one, real quick, is charades. So this is a game that you can play with them if they're the kind of kids that are able to use like the chat of the messenger on Zoom. You see the little chat there? If you haven't explored that yet, you can type a message, and standard it's to everybody, right? But for instance, I can do a private message to somebody and I can type something to them. So let's see here. We have let's see here. We have Adam, right? Oh, Adam, we can't see you right now. Did you want to play, Adam? Should I message you right now, or should I pick somebody else? Let's see here. Ray, how about this? How about raise your hand if you want to do an example of charades right now. Real quick, we'll gonna do one example. Was that Carolyn who was doing that on her screen? All right, here we go. Oh, there you are.
Oh.
Got some hands. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna private message you some things right now, okay? And so I'll private message you 3 things, and what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to act them out. And of course, charades is no words and no sounds, okay? So it's just acting, all right? So let's see here. Gonna do 3 things, and let's see how this goes. So I private message. I chose her name from the drop down message in the drop down window, so it wasn't sending it to everybody, kind of spoil it. And you got that, Carolyn?
Yes.
All right, ready? So no words. Start with the first word and act it out to show us what, and we have to guess what this is.
Okay.
Take yourself, what is it? Well, that's pretty good, actually.
Lion.
Tiger.
Yes.
Oh.
Betsy, say it again, Betsy.
A tiger.
Lion.
Hey.
You got it.
That was good. You have like a minute. You have like a minute to do it. So what is do the next word, Carolyn? Oh, did you say it? All right, skip that one. Skip that one. Don't say it. Don't say it. Go to the next one. Last one. Let's see if you can do this. This is a tough one.
Eye of the needle. A camel go through the eye of a needle.
Keep guessing. He's gonna keep acting it out.
Is it a clock?
Oh.
Wait a minute, you will already. Betsy.
Oh, Betsy, you got it. Betsy.
You got it.
2 out of 3 is good.
Well, great.
Unicorn, but I tried.
Great acting, Carolyn, and great guessing, everybody. This game goes to Betsy and Carolyn for doing such a great job acting. But well done. And you're the leader for a reason, right? So those are just a couple of games that you can play. There's so many. Google, YouTube has so many great ideas for kids. Games outside, games inside, games on Zoom. We're going to be loving on these kids. They're going to be coming back to your ministry for more because they're going to find out that you're fun. They're going to find out that God's fun, that the ministry, that the club is fun. And you're going to be building relationships with them and having a great time with them. And you're going to be having a lot of fun too. So thank you so much for playing along and for your attention to this games workshop, high octane games. And